We are live. Oops. Is Kathy coming over at all?
Here?
Yeah.
No.
No. So that that Better Press class looks interesting, eh?
Yes. I've been curious about it for a while, so I hope we get the people for it.
Yeah. I've been doing some sentiments with the Better Press for different kits, and they're so crisp.
Awesome.
They're just beautiful. So we're just talking about the Better Press class. If you look at a post that Kathy put yesterday, I believe,
It's not a class, it's a subscription.
a subscription, right? And is it 6 months or?
Yeah, it's 6 months and you get a different plate every month.
They've done this for a while, have they?
Yeah, I think they've done it for a year.
Okay.
And so there's a chance now to sign up for January.
Okay. Sounds very interesting. If you have a Better Press,
If you don't, we can get you a Better Press.
yeah. I'm just starting to use it for these sentiments, and I just cannot believe how crisp they are. They're just beautiful. And then, of course, they come with a die as well. Anybody taking the next class, the sentiments are used, that I used, are Better Press. Is anybody on yet?
I have to get it up here myself.
I was trying to guess how long this would take, but
You have 8 people on.
okay. Good morning, everybody. Guess we should take our picture.
Sure. I need to get the sound off on here first. get some of your setup here. Oh, they look like
I'll post that.
smile.
I'm trying to think of the cards I made yesterday. I guess those are the only three. But the one with the stencil, I didn't have a stencil with a circle, so I had to make my own. And I made 3 of those cards. I haven't started the sympathy ones yet. I think the sympathy one should be a January class.
Okay.
I'll get the cards made so you have plenty of time to order, because that's Pink Fresh, right? Talking about an upcoming class, sympathy cards. But we're going to be stenciling. You're going to get a stencil with it. I was thinking about it, and maybe it should be like 2 parts. I'll show them how to stencil it, to add shading or whatever,
Mhm.
and then they can all do that, get them all cut out, and then the next time we'll do the cards.
That would maybe good, yeah. So it's not too long.
Yeah. Because I'll have to stencil several of them.
Yes.
What else is coming up?
The other Christmas virtual
Yes,
in November.
the other Christmas is in November 1st, and there's a few spots left, and apparently,
Well, there are as many spots as needed because we can get more materials for that.
oh, right, because it's Canadian, everybody, and the cards have cardinals on them, so, and you're going to get a cardinal cookie with it.
So the woman who runs Simply Stated, I should get to know her name, is going to be advertising it on her website, right?
Right. Right. And a Facebook page, probably.
Yeah. So we might find some new people in that class, which would be
That would be
kind of
great.
fun, yeah.
Yeah. Because we could do another class with something else with Simply Stated.
Yeah, because often what happens is we can't order more materials after our initial run of a kit. But in this case, this lady draws the materials and prints them herself. So theoretically, we should be able to add on,
So like a year from now,
yeah, if
yeah.
somebody needed it, we could get it, but
if we ran short of the ephemera, she makes the ephemera.
that's right. So if we had 10 more people that wanted kits, we could order another run of
Right.
materials. So I was saying to Kathy, this, if we wanted to try advertising a kit, this would be the kind of kit to do.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I had mentioned it to Kathy about advertising because I was, I liked her Facebook page and I saw somebody else's kit on there.
Oh, okay,
So I said to Kathy, you should ask her, we can put this kit up.
that's right. I should go there and do that too. It's called Simply Stated.
Yeah, like her
Design.
site. And then she has of course, a web page. She has beautiful,
She has beautiful stuff, yeah.
yeah. How many are on now?
9.
There's a lot of them that are doing it after. They've already notified me that they won't be on. And so that's the nice thing about virtual classes. You can do them whenever because it will be uploaded. We're almost at 1,000 people
On YouTube?
on YouTube.
Awesome.
So once we get 1,000, I can record on YouTube.
Oh, super.
I believe. I just don't know how to get more people on YouTube. I wish I knew how they do it. But I don't. I mean, you're on sites for these card making people that are like me, just regular folk, and they have like thousands and thousands of viewers. I don't know how they do it. A lot of them are Stamping Up, so they would have a connection there.
Yeah, but I don't know, like Stampin' Up doesn't drive people
Well,
to their site necessarily.
except that all Stamping Up demonstrators would have a connection, and then,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
But I don't know. I don't know how they do it. But it's good to have YouTube because I was talking to Wanda and she wasn't in the group yet, but she had already done her homework because it was on YouTube.
Okay.
I had uploaded that to YouTube. So things like that are good. I posted that picture.
Yes, I saw. And I posted the one I took of you because
Oh.
it shows all our machinery. And I said we're in sunny St. Vital, and it makes me laugh now to put St. Vital because my GPS calls it St. Vital.
Oh,
Turn right on St. Vital,
Vital.
Road.
yet they get the other
Yeah.
one.
They make certain things French that we don't say French, and they anglicize things we
What's-
say.
The Bishop Grandin, what's it called?
Abadoji Mikina.
Yeah, mine says that perfectly,
Yeah.
but they don't say Saint Vital. All right, here we are. It's 10 o'clock. So it's Cindy and Marilyn live from Saint Vital,
Or St. Vital.
St. Vital, in Cindy's dining room. Now this is our second virtual. The last virtual was right at Scrapbook Cottage. In their basement, they have a classroom, and that's where we did our virtual. But the classroom and the basement right now is filled, apparently, with garage sale stuff. So Cindy offered her dining room, so that's what we're doing. So it's great. I mean, we could do that. I mean, I could be at home doing this, and Cindy could be at her house doing it. But I like it better when we're together. It's more fun for me. Than just doing this on my own, because we can natter back and forth, chat and whatnot, and make faces at each other. So, and I don't see her like when we were at the store. I don't see her like I used to. So, it's kind of nice to connect this way. So, welcome everyone. This is the virtual Merry Moments by Spellbinder, and everybody, of course, has their box right here. And inside that box, you're going to need your instructions to look at and follow. And on your instructions, I've given you measurements so that you can remake these cards, or you can change the paper up and make them. So it gives you lots of options. If you have taken a class or you watch my videos or you know me, I love interactive cards. So a lot of these are interactive, and they're just different because that's what I like. We are going to be busy today because we are making 15 cards and this little box, which is adorable. It says magical. And it's called an impossible box because it has a lid attached. So you're going to learn how to make that as well as the cards. All right, this is my homework. I've got it all and marked as I asked you to do. And I did find that one that I couldn't find. I think Sparkle. I did find it. So that was good. So I'm just going to get my number 1 here, right here. And I may as well get number 2 out as well. And I'm just going to put those aside over here. Maybe I'll just get 1 for now. Yes.
Do you have any idea when the cardinal kit will be ready for pickup?
Haven't started it yet.
Okay.
It will be by the end of the month because I'm going away on the 30th. So the kits will be ready before September 30th.
Okay.
All right. And I'm making the cookies next week or the week after. So there you go. All right. So I've got my little number 1 here. This is your package of cards. And there's also the paper for the little impossible box. So I'm just going to pull this out. And don't lose your little gems, okay? Mine just slid out. So you'll have little gems in there as well. And you have 3 packages, 1, 2, 3. We just need 1 right now. So let's put 2 and 3 aside. This is for the impossible box. This is the very last project, so I'm going to put that aside as well. So that leaves me with number 1.
Debbie is enjoying her breakfast cookie.
Oh, and Cindy and I haven't eaten ours yet. I know a lot of you have already eaten your cookie. I'm saving mine. I will enjoy it. Okay, so I have package number 1. I have 1 of my homework. And then you're also going to have your stickers. You can take them out of the package and the packages and put those close at hand. We're going to be using these. I call these clear stickers. So we're going to be using those. And the other thing we're going to be using are these chipboard stickers. Okay, we're going to be using those. Everything else can stay in your box. and you can use it later. Now there is a stamp. You could stamp inside. You can stamp on envelopes, whatever. You'll also find that I gave you a package of paper with the envelopes in it, and you'll have that as well. Okay, let's open this up. Now, when we package, the number one is the front of it, of the package. So the very first card is on top. So you're just going to find that first card and pull it out. Don't pull the whole thing out. There's lots of little pieces in there, so we're just going to pull it out one card at a time. Set it aside. All right, so here's the card. So the first card we're making has an acetate on the inside. So it opens like this, and the acetate falls forward, and it becomes a little easel card. Isn't that cute? I thought so. Alrighty, so let's make it. In your card package, you're going to have a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. Now these cards were provided in your kit, and these are the ones we used. You're going to have a piece of green paper, a piece of paper that has ornaments on it, a piece of red paper, a piece of acetate. The acetate has a 1/4 inch score line on it, and we might make that score line a little deeper. All right. Alrighty. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the front of our card. So we're going to attach the red cardstock. I like to use a tape runner. Well, number one, I just like working with them, and number two, it's faster. Move that down. And then I'm going to add the green mat on top. You'll also notice probably, I usually have a blue tape runner, which I ran out. So I'm using the green, which is repositional, but it will be fine. There we go. So that's the front of our card. We'll decorate it in a minute. We're going to open it up now. Now I'm going to take my scoreboard and there is an indentation here of a 1/4 inch. I'm just going to reinforce or make it a little deeper. You can use a stylist, you can use your, I do like using a stylist. It gives a deeper indentation, but you can use your bone folder as well. All right, so I've done that. And now I'm just going to fold that over. You're probably thinking, why didn't she make a bigger flap? The reason I did not make a bigger flap is because if I had, I would only get 2 pieces of the acetate. I don't have a sheet of acetate where this way, cutting it at 4 1/4, I was able to get 4. So you're just going to take your bone folder and go over top of the acetate score line and burnish well. You'll notice that you get a very, very crisp fold when you're working with acetate. So just go over that acetate with your bone folder. I use a bone folder that is Teflon.
Yeah.
And I quite like it. I have two bone folders, as a matter of fact. I have one that's like a pencil, which I could have used here. And then I also have this one. So these are the two bone folders I use. And then I also use a stylist. I know some scoreboards come with a stylist. Mine does not, but I know some people have a stylist. So these are the three things that I use when I'm using my scoreboard. And I do use this with acetate. I prefer using a stylus with acetate. All right, and those are my bone folders. All right, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to attach my acetate onto my ornament paper. Now on this one, I'm going to use my Sukwang tape. So I'm going to take my Sukwang tape, or you can use your tape that comes with this. I could use that. May as well use that. It's a little narrower, so I'm going to use this. Now, it's kind of awkward to put it onto the acetate. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip over this paper and I'm just going to put it at along the top. Okay, and then just cut that off. These are my favorite scissors. These are by Spellbinders, and I love having a long cutting area here. What would you call that, blade?
Yeah.
I like having a long blade, and of course they are, the tape doesn't stick to them. They're Teflon. So these are Spellbinders scissors, and I believe Scrapbook Cottage has these as well, or can get them. All right, so I've got my tape along here. So I'm just going to remove the backing. And put it face down. So my little lip is right here. So I'm just going to tuck it under there. Like so. And push this down. And this is much easier than trying to put the acetate, the tape on the acetate. Now, unfortunately, some of the papers were cut going the wrong way, but you don't even notice it, so don't worry about it. Okay. So this is going to be attached to the top part of our card. So I'm going to use this tape again, just on the top where the acetate is. And then I can use my tape runner on the other three sides. Crash. You'll also notice in your kit that you have a little pad of paper, because there was 2 of each of the papers. So you can actually make these cards again. So make sure this is on the front, and then I'm going to put this on the inside of my card. All the measurements are in. So now, when you open this, I'm going to close it up. When you open it, the acetate falls forward. Okay? Perfect. Alrighty. I'll just wait and make sure everyone's got that done. I love a traditional Christmas colors. I love the deep greens and the deep reds. I really do like those. And these offer those colors. Okay, so on your instructions, the little diagram here that has the ephemera on it, that is labeled number 1. That was part of your homework. So we're going to get that out right now. And we're going to put it out like this. All right. Did I miss one? Looks like I missed one here. Oh no, I cut this off. Okay, I'll be okay. All right, let's take this longer one here. And I'm going to cut. I'm going to see where these two berries are. I think that's where I cut it. So there, you can see this separate little stem here. So right along here, I'll get my pencil. Right along here, I'm going to cut it. Okay, right there. So I'll get my scissors. And I'm just going to trim it. Like that. And then you have 2 pieces. Okay? You can erase your pencil lines. Now, if it happens that you're missing something from the kit, don't worry. You can do as much as you can with it. This can happen. And then we will just supply you.
Make a note. They can make a note.
Yeah, you can make a note, and then Cindy will look at those. You can, at the end of the video, you can talk to Cindy Messenger. Okay? All right, so now we've got,
Make a note of which card number.
yeah, put the card number and what you're missing. Okay, so now we have these 2 pieces. So what we're going to do is we are going to take this one, the larger one. It's got the holly, it's got the fern, and that is going to go on our card right here. Now we're going to use pop dots or foam tape to raise it up. So I have my foam tape, or you can have pop dots, whatever. And I'm going to put it right in the middle like that because I'm going to be tucking the holly berries underneath it. Okay, so I've got that foam tape on there. And I'm going to position it right here, like so. All right. So you don't need foam tape under here because we're going to be adding our berries. Once we have that in position, I'll just dry fit this before I glue it on. I'm going to put that one there. See how it just slides under there? And then this one under here. Okay? So I'm just going to put them in position. And then I'll take them off and put my tape on them. And it just slides under there. There we go. Now, if you wanted to come in and put a little bit of tape under here, you could do that. I have these strips, little foam strips. These are fantastic. I use these all the time. They are 1/8 of an inch foam strips. So I'm going to just take a little piece of that. And just tuck it under there. There we go. And we're good to go. Now, I'm going to take one of my little gems and place that right there. Oh, the other thing that you got in your box, they got tweezers or something, didn't they?
Little tongs for heat
Tongs.
embossing, yeah.
And those are for heat embossing.
Also good for snacks.
If you're eating cheesies. Okay, there we go. Now we need our sentiment. So now these are called chipboard sentiments. And I'm going to open this up. I think I'm going to open it up. Oh, there it is. Carefully take them out. And you can see it says Holiday Happiness right here. So we're going to take that off. And I'm going to place it right here. Just perfect for it. Is that not beautiful?
It's a really pretty kit.
It is. Okay, I'll just wait until everyone's done that. I made these so long ago, I don't remember. All right, let's open it up. Now, when we open it up, that acetate falls forward, and that's what we want. So, I am going to place this here, and this under here. Okay, so there's no pop dots or foam tape on this one. So I'll put that here, and then this one, is it just gonna, you can lift that up, and it's gonna go under here, so we'll just put some tape on that. Okay, so now we have our poinsettia and our holly leaves on the top of the acetate. So when you close and open it, it falls forward. Very cool. I'm also going to put a little gem on this in the center of my poinsettia. And we are going to the clear stickers now. Here's a clear sticker, and you're going to see Merry Christmas right at the top. So we'll just take that off. And place it on here. And there we go. There's our card. Close it up, open it up, and it pops. Love it. So I'll open that up so that you can see that. And there we go, card number 1. Is everybody ready? If you're ready, you can just say yes or ready, and I'll go on to card number 2.
There is a delay, so.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Leanne says you could have sent a whole box of cookies.
I'm glad you enjoyed them. I've perfected the cookie. Well, actually, Kevin, in the beginning, perfected the cookie. He put like 3 times as much vanilla as he's supposed to, and that's what made them so delicious. Plus, we call it gold. I use a vanilla paste, and there's a big difference in flavor. So, yeah. Okay, card number 1 down. Card number 2. So card number 2, I love this card, and I'll tell you why. Because it's self-closing. It's a gatefold card, but I don't need a belly band. So that's why I love it. And it opens like this. Now, and then you open that up and there's another little card. I just think it's brilliant because it's self-closing. So let's get started on that one. So you're going to take your cello bag and carefully take out the second card, which is on top, and open it up. Oh, wrong one. Because that's not the right card. I don't have these in
After
order.
its lovely introduction.
Sorry about that. I thought these were in order. Which one is it? This one. I'll get Cindy to put those in order for me. I thought they were. Sorry about that. So this one is called a spanner card, all right? So when you open it, it looks like this. So you can see you have stars are brightly shining, and then when you open it, It says, "'Tis the season to be jolly." These again are stickers. And then this opens up for your personal message. Okay? Again, all your instructions are here to create it again. All right, so this one, we have a piece of acetate. We have 4 pieces of patterned paper. We have a piece of gold. We have a piece of black, and we have a little piece of twine, a gold twine. All right? Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create this center part here. Okay? Alrighty. So let's take our gold, and before we attach it to this black, we're going to add our number 2. I've got my number 2. And that number 2 has some ornaments, and it also has the snowflake. All right? But before we attach this gold, we're going to have to put on our twine. So we're going to add our snowflake. What are you looking for?
I'm missing 3 and 4.
3 and 4 cards?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I found one. Okay, never mind.
All right. So I'm going to put my snowflake here. And then this longer one. I'm going to attach it, and then this part, the top of the ornament, is going to go to the top of the gold. Okay? All right. So you have that done.
Just missing 4.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Kathy gave me them in a bag. Alrighty. So once we get to this point, we're going to add our twine. Okay? So the twine is just going to, why don't you just follow this line of the snowflake? Just on the left-hand side, okay? So it's just going to go like this on the left-hand side of the of that line. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of tape. I'm just using the 2-way tape. And I'm just going to line it up like so and put a little piece of tape there, right? So it looks like that. Don't peel the backing off. So it looks like that. And then I'm carefully going to lift this up and flip it over and put a piece of tape on the back. So again, I'm just going to pull this tight and flip it over and put a piece of tape there. All right. So it looks like this. Once you've got your gold twine in place, this ornament is going to be pop dotted. All right, so I'm just going to use foam tape, but you know what? You can use these pop dots. May as well use these. They gave them to us, we may as well use them. So I'm probably going to put about around 4, I think, of these on here. There we go. I'm going to put this about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom and then directly on top of that twine. So it looks like that. Once that's completed, you can take your gems, and you're going to need 3 gems. And put them in the center of those stars, the center of this ornament, and the center of the snowflake. And there we go. There's our topper. Okay. Once you've done that, we're going to take this black paper and we're going to put it on top of the black paper. So we'll put our tape along here. And you can remove that backing as well off of that little piece of tape. And we're going to center it on here. And there we go. All right. So pretty. All right, let's take our card. You're going to see the front of the card has 2 score lines. All right, you're going to open up the card like this. You're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut down the middle of those score lines. Okay, so it looks like that. And again, this is all in your instructions, showing you here if you want to make them again. So now our card looks like this. So we're going to take this piece, and this is going to go onto this center piece here. There we go. So it looks like that. Okay. Now where did my acetate go? There it is.
Yeah. It's invisible.
All right, you have that invisible acetate. We're going to put that on right now. So it's going to span across our card like so. So I'm putting it about, I'm putting it right at the bottom. Okay, so it's right at the bottom of it. Well, I shouldn't say right at the bottom, 1/8 of an inch from the bottom. It can be 1/4 of an inch, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to add some tape. I'm putting it actually on the card. Okay, and then I'm going to place my acetate over top of that tape. I'm going to say 1/4 inch from the bottom. Okay, so now when you open it, it spans across, hence spanner card. All right. And then you're going to have 4 pieces of patterned paper. These patterned papers are going to go on each side, on the front, and then we're going to open it up, and they're going to go on the inside, on the sides, okay? So we can do that now. I never associate black with Christmas, but I'm getting used to it.
It's been popular for several
Very,
years.
yeah, it's been very popular. Doesn't that look pretty? So pretty. Okay, I'll just wait a little bit until we're all done for that, and then we're going to go for the stickers. Alrighty. So on the sticker sheet, this is the one that has all these sentiments on it. And 1, 2, 3, 4th from the bottom, you're going to see stars are brightly shining. And we're going to take that off. These almost feel like fabric. I'm going to take that and I'm going to place it right across. So the T, this T, whoops, don't do that. The T lines up with the gold, or the black, I mean. So I'm just going to put that down like that and put it right across like so. So stars are brightly shining. And then the other one on the inside is 'Tis the Season to be Jolly, which is this one here. So this is the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 6th from the top. So we'll peel that off. Open this up, and it's going to go across and cover up this one. And there we go. So that's all from this one, which is the sentiments. Okay? Now we need this is where we took that Merry Christmas. So now we're going to take Happy Holidays. And the Happy Holidays is going to go on the inside. So we'll take that off. This clear sticker is what I call these. And you're going to have lots of stickers and whatnot left over, so you can definitely make these cards again. And there we go. And that is your Spano card. I don't know why my...
We're talking.
Too much saliva. I have spiky hair
It's cute.
and a bald spot. My hair is so soft. And very, very fine. It's come in very fine. Does anybody need to look at that again? Cool. So that was number 2. I have this little stand for my tape. You'll be hearing this throughout the video, and that's what it is. This is made by Gabriel Hart, and it is perfect for my tape gun. Because if you can believe it, I used to lose it among
Yep.
papers and, yep,
'Cause you don't
ridiculous.
always put it down in the same
Yeah.
place.
And so now I put it on that and I don't lose it. So, much better. Alrighty, number 3. So we're missing number 4.
Here's the picture.
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah.
All right, get my package. I got too many things here.
I should show everybody my hub for all the plugs here. I love this thing.
Yes, that is great.
Look at the props.
Is that from Amazon?
Yeah.
All right, this is card number 3. So we'll just pull this out. And it looks like this. And it's called an accordion fold card. And this one we're using chipboard, and I'll show you how we're going to do those. Okay? All right. You're going to need your scoreboard for this. So in this kit, we have 2 pieces of pink paper. We have the accordion fold part that's scored. We have 2 pieces of red, and we have the patterned paper. All right? Okay. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to, now you can either fold this in half like this, which I think is the easiest, and just go like that. Okay? So take the front of your card, fold it over, take your bone folder, and go over top. And that is the accordion fold card. All right? Pretty easy. All right, now we're going to take 2 pieces of the red, and we're going to take the patterned paper. All right, we're going to attach the pattern paper to the back of our card, leaving your 1/8 inch border. And then these 2 pieces are going to go here. Okay, so that is our accordion fold part. Just give you a few minutes. All right, now this is the inside accordion fold. So this is the larger part is on the left, all right? And then there is a fold. And then there's 2 smaller sections. So you want the larger one on the left, and that is a mountain fold, all right? So we're gonna mountain fold that. And then this back one is a valley fold. Okay? Now you're going to have about 1/4 inch extra on here. So you're going to take your scissors and just cut that off. All right, so then it looks like this. Okay, so you've mountain fold, valley fold, fold it up, and then just trim that 1/4 inch off. So let me see. Six. So it says here 7¼ inch white cardstock. So I'm going to say it's 7 inches, not 7¼
You could measure on your scoreboard.
Right. Oh no, it says 7, because I cut it off. So instead of 7¼ in your instructions, it should say 7. Okay, so I'm just gonna cross that off. So it's 3 by 7, not 3 by 7¼ Not a big deal, it was easy to switch it up. Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're gonna attach this. Now the front of it, we only want to attach, so let's fold this up. So I've got this tucked under the accordion, and I'm centering it, okay? Like so. But I only want this part with tape on it, on the opposite side, right? So I'm just gonna take my pencil. So I've got that centered. I'm just gonna mark my pencil here. That'll give me lines. I can just kind of look to see where those pencil lines are. And that's where I'm going to put my tape. Okay. Bring back my card. So I've got my tape on the back. So I've given myself about 1 3/8 of an inch. And I'm going to put this on, just tucking this part of the accordion underneath and placing it in the center. Like so. All right. And then I'm just erasing those pencil lines. So now it looks like this. What do we have to do next? We have to attach the back. So I'm going to open up my card, and with this accordion, inside accordion, I'm going to apply tape on this back section, and then just simply fold my card up, and it attaches. All right? And that is your accordion fold card. I'll give you a minute just to get that done. So at a crop, you can just put that in the center of the table and everybody can plug into it.
Yeah. And you're not crawling on the floor all the time. You plug in to
Right.
the wall once. Yeah.
That's great.
So Kathy is visiting the group.
Pardon?
Kathy is visiting the group.
Oh, hi Kathy.
She said I had asked if anybody's listening to Christmas music while they craft.
Oh. Alrighty. So now we have these 2 pink pieces. So the larger one goes here, so we'll put that on first. We're going to open it up, and then the second one is going to go right here. Okay. So it looks like that. And then, of course, remember when pink wasn't a Christmas color either.
Sure.
All right, we're gonna get those chipboards. These ones. Now, when you're taking this, remove the whole thing. You want to remove the whole thing, okay? Don't remove these. We're taking this whole thing. Alrighty? So I said don't remove it, and what happens? I remove it. All right, we're gonna place this on top of that pink square. All right? And push down on it. All right, so I push down on it. And then I'm going to take I'm just gonna bend this back a bit. I thought I'd need those. Bend this back a bit and then remove it. And just remove it like that. And then there they are, all in a row. Isn't that brilliant? I'll do that again. So you put the whole thing on the front. Then you just bend back the bottom right, bend it back a little bit, and then flip it up, and they all attach. Brilliant. Slick. And then also on here, you're going to see little pieces of holly. We're going to pop those out and put them in the corners. Again, these are the chipboard ones. And we'll put those in the corner. Okay. Everybody got that? So this was on here. And then you just take it off and they're all in the spot. Alrighty. Open it up and we're going to get our little ornaments. So we're going to put one here. I forgot my black marker.
Why don't you show them where you're pulling it from on those
All
sheets?
right. So they're on the chipboard. I don't think I told you to get a black marker, but you could use a pencil too. And then the other one is down here. So then, you, with your pencil or black marker, you can just draw. Oh, thank you. Draw a line. And there we go. And then this is for your personal sentiment right here. Ta-da! So these are all from your chipboard pieces. From this one and this one. So there's our card. Now, the next card is card number 4, but I don't have the sample. So I'm not sure what happened, but I don't have the sample for it. But it looks like this. That's the one we're making. Okay? So we're using paper strips. So I'm going to take this out. There's 5 cards per package. So in here, we have a black circle. We have patterned papers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have a gift card holder. We have 2 pieces of black paper. One is a little smaller than the other. And the card. All right. We're going to be working on the smaller piece, all right? You want the smaller piece. We're going to save the larger piece to be put on the front of the card. So this is the smaller piece. 2 pieces, you can just put them on top and you can see which one is smaller. Take the smaller one. Turn it into landscape orientation. All right, we're going to take our strips. And the ones we're going to work with first is this dot and our candy canes. Okay? All right. We're going to take this strip, and I'll just dry fit it right now, but we're going to take it and we're going to start in this top left corner, right up here. And we're going to put it down here. Okay? So that looks like three inches. Because this one is going to go here. So just a sec, we'll just dry fit these so that I can give you the exact measurement. Okay, so the red is 2.5. So if you want, you can take your pencil and mark 2.5 inches right here. Okay, you can mark 2.5 inches. So we're going to use this as our guideline. We're going to use the top left corner and our little guideline tick of 2.5. I'm trying to be so neat here. putting things back where they belong. All right, so I've got my red strip. So I'm going to put tape on it. I'm going to take it and I'm going to line it up with that top left corner, like so. I'm just leaving about 1/2 inch overhang. And then I'm going to line it up to that little 2.5 inch nick that I made. So there we go. Moved on me. Okay, so it looks like that. And then you're going to take the candy cane one, put tape on it. Now I should say you can use glue. You can use liquid glue as well. And I'm going to say that's 1/16 of an inch. So let's just say it's a space. So I'm going to take this one, and then this one is going to line up to the bottom corner, and then line that up like so. There we go. So I'd say that's like 1/16 of an inch. All right. And then you can see where it's lined up at the bottom there. All righty. Now we're going to take, let's take this one. Now, I'm not measuring from the bottom or anything like that. I'm just going to put them on. Okay, so this one, I'm going to put some tape on it. This one has the little ornaments, and I'm just going to place it, leaving that 1/16 of an inch, like so. So I've got that little 1/16 of an inch. And then I'm going to take this one, put some tape on it, and I'm going to place it next to it, leaving the spaces like so. And then I'm going to take this one and put it there. So I'm just putting tape on the ends of them. This is a great way to use up your scraps. And then I'll take this one and put it here. Okay. We'll fill this in it later. All right,
So
now
this is when I try to use up 6x6 pads, and I think I'm using up so much paper, and then I do this haircut, and it's like, oh, I still have so much paper.
I know, except we're going to be using this on that side.
Exactly.
All right, so you've got it to this point. Okay, so now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to trim these sides. These are fun to make with your scraps.
Yeah. I know he's not here.
Is Honey there?
He's right here. Come in.
Does she like crafting with you?
Not usually.
All right, so now I have all these pieces and I am going to use them. Cindy has a cat. Her name's Honey. She's meowing. All right, let's put this one here. And then this one. Uh, Okay, just do that. Grandma's doing a class right now. So phone me, I'll phone you when I'm done. Bye. Alrighty, so we've got that. And then I'm going to use some red. Put that there. And you certainly can just put it in any order. You don't have to follow. If you got one but wrong by mistake, don't. It's not wrong. All right. And then remember this little place up, this little spot up here? I'm going to put that little piece in there. Just fill in your little spots. There's a tiny little spot down here, and we'll catch that in a sec. I'm going to flip this over, cut that off, and then cut these off. Okay, and then we have this tiny little spot. You might not have that tiny, but I do. So I'm just gonna you need a right angle to put it in there. And there we go. I love it. It's so pretty. Okay, once you finish that, you're going to mat it on here. Now you can see why you need two pieces of this, because I wanted a little edge around it. I mean, it looks like it's on that page, but it isn't on that paper. out, and then this is gonna go on to your card. Now, number three, not number three, what number is this? 4.
Yeah.
So number 4 had a holly leaf and the Jingle All the Way. So take your black circle, if you make Cards for Charity, this would be a good one to use. Put that on there, and then we're going to put our little holly leaf. Now, if you want, you can pop dot this with, or pop it up with foam tape, or you can leave it flat. So if you're mailing it, you might want to leave it flat. If you're not mailing it, we can add some dimension to it and put our foam tape on there or pop dots. Now, what I'm going to do here, I don't want to waste this square here. So I'm just going to cut that off. And I'm going to use it as a piece for the center here, because we don't want to waste that foam.
And if you just wanted it raised up a little bit, you could put some layers of paper underneath.
Exactly. And there we go, the card. So cute. But we're not finished, but I'll wait until you're done that, and then we'll do our gift card holder. You can let me know when you're ready for the gift card holder. I don't want to rush you. What do you put on that stand?
At the moment, nothing.
Oh.
But it's covering where the cord is.
Oh, so you don't. I have one of those plants.
My mom had one that was older than I was, and then I killed it
Oh,
just a few years ago, so that's the replacement.
the last plant that Howie gave me, it's on its way out. I'm killing it. And he said to me, do not kill this. But
He knew you,
I know.
like, I know. There was one that was at my mom's apartment, and it looked on its last legs, dried, like, I tried to keep, it was one she was rooting in water. And, it looked like dried sticks with just a little bit of plant at the tips. I'm gonna show it to you.
Alrighty. Now, this is a Lawn Fawn die, and it is a gift card holder. Actually, both, I don't know if I'm doing another one here, but they have 2 gift card holders. I've used this one so often. So it cuts, oh my goodness, look at it.
Ta-da!
That's beautiful.
So, I'm not absolutely a
No.
plant killer.
I
but
have plants.
Give me time.
I have plants that aren't dead, but unfortunately, my husband gave me flowers, or a plant, Valentine's Day, And he died, that was February, and he died in April. And he said to me, don't let this die. Well, it's dying. Okay, so I'm folding this on the score lines. So this one here is a mountain fold. And these side ones where the scallops are valley folds, okay? So you can see where I'm going with this. So I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to burnish these. And then these ones are valley folds. So now I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to crease these as valley folds. You can still get this, Kathy can order it, but it's a wonderful gift card holder, I think. All right. Now you're going to take your tape. I'm going to use this tape they gave me. And I'm going to run it across the folded side of my scallop. Okay? And then I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. You can definitely tell which is the wrong side, and that's where we're putting it. Okay. So I'm opening my card, and then this is going to go right in here, like so. You see that? So I'm going to take the tape off of one side. And I find this easiest to do it this way. So I've taken off the tape on the one side, all right? And then I'm going to just put it like this on my card. And then I'm just going to slide it up to the score line. Okay, I've just slide it up to that score line. See that? So there's the score line. I'm just sliding it up to the score line, like so. All right, and then I'm just going to close my card. And that tape will catch. It's just easier, I find, to do it that way. Okay, and so now this is in position. So I'm just going to turn it around. And I'm going to take the tape off of this side. So now the tape is exposed on that side, and I'm going to close up my card. And when you open it up, you have your gift card holder. Isn't that nice? And then your gift card just slides in there. It's perfect. Ta-da! Now, if you want, you can add some glue in here to close those up. And then that'll give some, so I can take my glue and just stick a bit of glue in there and hold it. And fold it up and push on it. And there we go. All right. So there's our card. Jingle all the way. And there we go. I thought this was jingle all the way. I was thinking of cash in your pocket, you know? Jingle all your way, and then there's a gift card. But kids wouldn't get that. So cute. So if you like that, I'm sure Kathy can order it. Just let us know. All right, the last card in the package is a bridge card. And I love this card. I think it's so cute. Gives you a description on how to do it so that you will remember. So this is card number 5. So it has ephemera, a little house, and a hot air balloon. Now, if you want to reuse these bags, a little bit of alcohol, I believe, will take off that number. All right, so this one, inside we have a little piece of snow bank, acetate, so don't misplace that. And then we have 4 pieces of patterned paper. We have a piece of white and 2 pieces of blue. Okay, and they look to be the same size. All right, you're going to see a bunch of score lines here. This middle score line, I used the cards that they gave us. So this middle score line here, we don't want that. So you can take your bone folder. You're not going to see it anyways, but you can take your bone folder and kind of go over top of it like that. But you're not going to see it, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so don't fold on that, okay? So the first score line to your left, so the second score line to your left, you're going to do a valley fold, and then you're going to fold this side over as a mountain fold. And the same with this one. You're going to take this fold, second fold on the right, as a valley, and then this one, fold it back, and it's a mountain. All right, so it looks like this. This is called a bridge card, because you're going to be making a little bridge. All right, but before we make the bridge, we are going to decorate the inside of our card. So you're going to take a blue piece, and that is just going to fit right in here like this. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to take our little snow, and that's going to go on top of it like so. Now I'm dry fitting this. Don't tape it yet, because we've got to tuck this in. So we want to put our house on first. So just lay your snow on. Don't do anything, don't put tape on it, just dry fit it. And then put our house there to the left. So that's where I'm going to tape my house. Okay, so I'm just going to push down on that. It's not attached. And I'm going to tuck this in like so. Okay? Now I'm going to pick up my snow, and I can attach it. Now this was cut. You can see the lovely stitched edge. It's called Hillsides, I think, and it's by Lawn Fawn as well. And you get 3 different dyes in it to make the hills. So that's what I used here, and it's by Lawn Fawn. Okay, so that's the back, and then on one of these sticker sheets, okay, so this sticker sheet here, so it's got the gold at the top, and it's got a gold bow, and it's got the banners, and if you go all the way to the bottom, you're going to see a little hot air balloon. It's right by the pink bow. So I'm going to take that little hot air balloon, and I'm going to put it right here. Okay. Right. It's a little crooked. There we go. All right, now you have that acetate. We're going to take that acetate. Now, the last time we used acetate, we put it at the bottom. But this acetate we're putting at the top, around the top, about half an inch from the top. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the left side and we're going to fold it in like that. Okay, so the left side is folded in. And then our acetate is going to go across to form the bridge, half inch from the top. All right, so it's half inch from the top. Well, maybe 3/4. I guess it could even be an inch. Okay, let's go for an inch. Okay, let's go for an inch. Inch from the top. And that's where we're going to place our acetate. So I'm just going to remove it. Now, if you want, you can put a little tick mark where we've placed that. Like so. So that looks like about an inch to me. I'm just eyeballing it. And I'm going to put tape just below that pencil line. Remember, this side is folded in. And then I'm just going to take this and lay it across my card. Okay, so it looks like that. So it's an inch from the top, and I've got it like that. Once that's done, we're going to add our star paper to our 4 sections. This one. I'm going to open this up, slide it under there. This is one of my favorite cards. I love the way it turned out. I'm also working on a card kit for Christmas. It's never ending. All right, now we're going to go to the chipboard letter. Chipboard. Here it is. So the one with all the numbers on it, and we're gonna take the Season of Wonder, and we're gonna peel that off. And it's gonna go right here. The bottom of our card, like so. How cute is that? I love it. And then we're gonna put our little balloon on. Now you don't want the balloon to cover this. So I'm gonna put, see where this bow is? I'm gonna put tape above the bow for 1 inch. Okay, so I just, oops. So I just put tape here, here to here. And then I'm going to attach it onto here. And there we go. Actually, I'm going to move it over. Have it over to the side there. And there we go. There's our card. How cute is that? Love it. So cute. Now, on the back, I'm going to put these 2 pieces, and this will be for my personal message. Now, afterwards, you can go through your stickers and find stickers to go on the backs of them and inside of your cards, whatever you want. And then, of course, it folds up like this to go into your envelope. How cute is that? I love it. I don't know how I think of these. They just come to me. All right, now we're going to take our number 2 package. Or should we wait?
It's only 11:45.
So we can do another.
Let's go through. What number was that one?
5.
Yeah, let's do a couple more.
Yeah. Okay, we're going into the second package, girls. Am I going at a good pace?
I think the first 2 were a little slow, but I think the pace is good now.
Okay.
I'm not making the cards though, so hopefully that's working for you guys.
Okay, the first one, you're gonna pull out. And it looks like this. Okay? So this is the card. It's a fun fold card. And this one, we're using all stickers. There we go. All right, and then it opens like this for your personal message. How cute is that? I'm trying not to say alrighty.
Okay.
I say alrighty. I rewatch my videos and I say it constantly. So I'm trying not to say it. Okay, so now I'm saying, okay. All right, so this card, we start off with this piece of paper and there's score lines on it. And then we have two pieces of white paper and green, two pieces of green cardstock. And we have a plaid piece, and we have a green piece, and we have a white piece. All right? Alrighty. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to attach the green to the front of the card base. So this is this one here that we're doing. All right, and then we're going to attach our plaid. So this is the base of our card. Not quite sure why we have, oh, I see. I'll be okay. Okay, let's bring this in. So this one is folded, a valley fold in the center, so fold it over and then just fold it in half this way on that score line. Okay, so it's folded in half and then fold it over to the left on that score line as a mountain fold. Okay, mountain fold. There we go. All right. Now this one is going to be positioned in the center of our card base. So it's going to look like this. All right. So we're going to put adhesive or tape on the back. And then I'm going to position it in the center. I'm eyeballing it. So the bottom and the top are even with the card base. Okay, so they're even along here and even along the top. So it looks like this. All right. Now I'm going to take my two green pieces. One of the green pieces is going to go in the inside, and the other one is going to go on the outside. We're going to place the one on the inside first. All right. And then I'm going to close it up. And I'll just dry fit this right now. This is going to go on here, and you can see how it's covering the inside green piece. All right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to hold it in place. I'm actually going to put my adhesive on the front and then flip it over. And that way I know exactly where I want my adhesive. Okay, so I have just, I'm using the white fold here as my guideline, and I've only put tape on half of this on the left side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip it over, line it up so that it is even with the green cardstock underneath. And then it goes like that. Okay, I'll just wait until you've done that. All right, there's two pieces of white paper. One has texture on it and one doesn't. We're going to take the one with texture and we're going to put it on the top here. And then we're going to take the one without the texture and we're putting it here because this is for your personal message. Okay, so it looks like that. Now we're going to take our clear stickers. And this one has the ornaments and the joy, but there's also a wreath, Noel, and a big 25 at the bottom. So get the one with the big 25 at the bottom. And then when you go up to the top, you're going to see your ornaments and your joy. So I'm going to peel off these ornaments. And again, these are those clear stickers. And that one is going to go on the top like so. And then we're going to put joy in the bottom right. So pretty. And then on the inside, we are going to find so now the one that has the pink tree, believe, and here is Season's Greetings right down here, Merry Christmas on the bottom. So we're going to take the Season's Greetings. And put this at the top here. And on the same page, there's a red ribbon, a red bow. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it right here. So there's our card. Joy, Season's Greetings, and your personal message. So cute. So I'll just leave that there. So I think this is probably a good time, since it's 5 to 12. We will break for lunch and we will come back at 12:30. We'll come back at 12:30, all right? So I will be here. It will be starting again in a new video. So there's going to be 2 videos for this card. This will be video 1, and then we'll have video 2. All right? All right, well, that was fun. I hope I didn't go too fast or too slow or whatever, and I hope you're pleased with your cards. Have a good lunch, and we'll see you at 12:30.